get ready to wind down from your day, yogis. This yoga sequence is designed to help you sleep better. So we're going to move through 10-15 minute flow to unwind your body from a long day, but also calm you enough to fall into a deep sleep tonight. So to set the ambiance a little bit too, find some comfortable clothing. You can get yourself set up with either a yoga mat, or you can even be in bed doing this sequence as well. Now, something I like to use is color theory, so blue tones tend to be more calming. And I also use essential oils as well. So if you have on hand some lavender oil, you can use that. It smells already so good. And if not, you can join along anyway. Some props that you may need along the way, you're going to want to have a block by your side. And something else to have, either a bolster or grab yourself a pillow from bed. Okay, so I'm going to use the pillow so you can see that throughout the practice. And for now, we can place the block off to the side. So come to the front of your mat. You're going to take a forward fold with really bent knees here and hang in a ragdoll. As you bend both knees, grab opposite elbows and just start to hang as much as you can, and visualizing all the stress from your day, any tension in the spine, the neck, around your shoulders, starting to drip and drape and drop off their back. Let it sink down towards the mat, like you have a heavy, heavy backpack, and you're finally putting it down and letting it go. You can also sway side to side if you'd like. And feel free to stay here as long as you like. And even feeling the breath move into space between your vertebrae. And when you're ready, you'll release the hands down towards the mat. Grab hold of that block, and you'll step your left foot back. Start with your left knee down towards the mat, and you can untuck the back toes. So you can take the forearms down towards the block. Option one is to stay here. You can also tuck the back toes under in a lizard lunge and lift the back knee away from the mat. Keep the hips level with one another, and you're looking forward and down. So I'm looking at my wrists and the front of the mat, and that's where you want your gaze to be, to extend the spine forward. Take a deep breath in. Exhale. 2. One more inhale. And lower that back knee down, exhale. Come back up to your hands. You're going to move this block off to the side and come to a tabletop position. From tabletop, arch the spine as you look forward, cow pose, and as you exhale, round the spine, taking chin to chest. And do that 2 more with a breath. Inhale, inhale, inhale. Exhale, exhale, exhale. Importance of moving slow. You don't want to move too fast as you're starting to wind down, so it doesn't get your energy level up higher, your heartbeat up higher. You're trying to take it on down. Come back to neutral. Now as we step the left foot forward, you're going to grab that block again and place it underneath your forearms as we move on to the left side. And again, start here first with the back knee down. And maybe you tuck the back toes under and lift the knee away from the mat. Level hips. Even inhale. Even exhale. 3. 2. And take the back knee down. You're going to move the block over to the side. You won't need it for a bit. Come back to your tabletop position. One more time. Inhale, arching forward. Exhale, rounding. Come back to the cow pose and walking the hands out in front of you as you lower into Anahatasana, inchworm pose, or puppy pose. So you can take the forehead down to start. That's option 1. If it feels okay in your neck, you can take the chin down as well.
And if you feel any pain in the shoulders, you can take the hands out wider or even tent the fingertips up. But with each exhale, let the chest drop, melt between the shoulder blades. Inhale. Exhale. One more in. Exhale. Press down into the hands as you start to lift back up to a half tabletop position, and then we're going to lower all the way down towards the mat. Coming into 2 rounds of locust pose. Untuck the toes, and in this variation, I encourage you to take the arms by your side, option 1 or 2, interlace the hands. And as you lift through the head, the chest, and then the feet, stretching through the front of the chest, heart forward. Inhale. And lower all the way down, exhale. Turn your head over to one side, maybe the one that you don't usually turn your head to. So you stretch your neck in an opposing manner. And let's take it back up again. Inhale. I'm going to interlace my hands, lifting, feet lift. And like you're hugging a grapefruit underneath the chin, lengthening cervical spine for 2. Inhale. And lower all the way down, exhale. Hands plant, you're going to press back to a wide-legged child's pose. So allow the knees to be a little bit wider than your hips. And as the arms extend out in front of you, you're going to walk your hands all the way over towards the right-hand side. Without moving the hips, anchor down through your left sit bone. And you can tent the left fingertips up, press down into the mat, and extend through the left side of the body. With each inhale, you're creating space between the ribs, side of the waist. Inhale takes you back through center, and we walk it over towards the left. Without moving the hips, your right sit bone anchors down. And as you press down with the left hand, tent the right fingertips and reach long to the right side of the body. Next inhale, back to center. Come back on up, tabletop position for a twist. Extend your right arm all the way out to the right side. Inhale. Thread the needle, weaving your right arm through. Come on down to your right shoulder. Your right ear connects down to the mat. And here, tenting your left fingertips up. Inhale and extend the spine. Exhale, twist, a little press down into the left hand. And continue like that. Inhale, spine extends. Exhale, the right ribs wrap down, left ribs up. Inhale. Exhale, twist. Switch sides, back to center. Exhale. Left arm to the side, inhale. Weave your left arm through. Left ear lowers down. And as we tent the right fingertips, inhale, spine extends. Exhale, twist. Again, better to move slow and deep rather than really fast. You want to keep the heartbeat down. Calming breath. Nice to dim the lights here too if you're practicing at home. Come on back to center. Inhale. Exhale, press on back to seated position. So from seated, you can either be on the pillow, you can be on the floor, or you can be up on a block or a bolster, keeping the hips elevated above where the knees are. And we're just going to twist over to the left side. And just like we did in our kneeling twist, with each inhale, we can extend the spine, and each exhale, we can twist. A nice little wringing out of the spine after a long day. Switch sides. A release of tension, a release of thought,
and a clearing out of the mind and the body. So when you go to bed, you can have a clear mind as well. It's not going to keep you up all night. As we come back to center, extend the legs out in front of you, and you're going to grab hold of that block once again. Okay, so coming down towards the back, take the block in a supported bridge pose. Press down into the feet, lift the hips, and you're going to place the block underneath your sacrum. Now move the shoulders down away from the ears. The shoulder blades are drawn down the back, and then take the arms by your side. I encourage you to keep the eyes closed here and just allow your body to sink in and drink in the opening of the chest, the low back, a calming sensation of the elevation of the hips over the heart. Next inhale, press and lift the hips up as you move the block over to the side. Hug the knees in towards your chest, give them a squeeze, a little rock side to side. And as you're coming up to a seated position, you're going to grab hold of either the pillow or the block. Sit on up to your pillow, or if you're on a bolster, you're going to allow the legs to come out nice and wide. Now if you have tighter hamstrings, you can also bend the knees here and use the support of additional pillows. Right? Guys, you're wondering why you have so many pillows in your bed. Here's a good reason why. You can always use additional ones underneath your knees here. So as you twist over towards your left leg, inhale. Take your left arm up overhead and reach it in the opposite direction. You by no means have to touch your toes. If your hand goes there, you can take your hand all the way down to touch your toes. Press down into the floor or the bed and extend on up. You can always happily be here too. You want to feel a nice stretch for the side body more than anything. Switch sides as you come back up. Now you're looking over your right leg. Same thing. Take your left hand down, reach the right arm up overhead. Inhale, and exhale, take a nice side bend. Into, exhale. One more inhale, exhaling. Rise back up on the inhale. You're going to take the legs together. I'm going to face this direction so you can see what I'm doing. One more time, lower all the way down towards the back. Move paraphernalia out of the way. You're going to lower all the way down towards the back. And one more time, as you press the feet down towards the mat, you're going to take a pillow, if you're in bed, right, or even if you're on the mat, and you place the pillow underneath your butt, pretty much, your sacrum. And as you hug the knees into the chest and extend the legs straight up to the sky. The arms will come by your side, and you're charging the balls of your feet up. This is one of my most recommended postures for you to do at the end of the day, allowing the blood to flow back down to the body. Here's a tip: if you're in bed and you have a wall or a headboard behind the back of your bed, you can also place your feet up against the wall for a supported inversion here. And then an option to close the eyes. And imagine all the energy flowing back down through the legs, to the hips, to the core. And the blood back down towards the heart. Feeling lighter and lighter, more at ease. The energy shifting back down to the body, following it like a feather falling from the sky. And you're watching it fall and fall and fall with the eyes closed. like before, you can pause, stay here as long as this feels good. You're moving on with me. You'll hug the knees into the chest. Lower the feet back down. It's pretty normal if your feet feel a little tingly here. And as you lift the hips back up, move your pillow over to the side. Take the soles of your feet together and let the knees drop out wide. You're going to take your left hand over your heart, your right hand over your belly. And as you connect your breathing, feel your heartbeat underneath your left hand and also the rise and the fall of the chest with the inhale and exhale. Same thing, and underneath your right hand, you feel the belly lift on the inhale and fall on the exhale. So when you were a kid, maybe you heard your parents say counting sheep to help you sleep. This is the yogi version of counting sheep. You're following breath. The connection of mind to body, to breath. And a really nice transition coming out of here to go right to sleep. You can stay here, right, or extend the legs out in front of you. The arms come by your side and maybe drift into a shavasana or fall right asleep here. Hopefully you're down and you're sleeping by now. So, to blissful dreams. And if you'd like more yoga, wellness, and travel tips, subscribe to the link above on YouTube and head on over to livefreewarrior.com. Dulces sueños. Sweet dreams, yogis.